So earlier today, me and my mustard bottle, we was trying to record a video and we recorded it, but somebody called me like towards the tail end of the video. And so some of my audio got cut out like all the way towards the end. So we gonna redo that. You know what I'm saying? Me and the mustard bottle, we here. We gonna get this point across. I'm gonna sit him over here. We gonna have this quick convo real fast. So I was talking earlier about an NBA to Run video that I saw. I went out, I did some Uber for about 3 to 4 hours, and then I stopped at the store because me and my wife's anniversary is this weekend, so I was picking up a couple of different things. Y'all hit us with some congrats in the comment section if y'all support me and my lady. But after I picked up a couple of things, I went on my phone and went to YouTube, and I saw a video from a content creator about NBA to Run. Now y'all know I don't call out content creators. I'm not about to expose nobody. I don't do stuff like that. I don't care to do that. I'm about bringing people together, creating a new perspective. That's what we talk about all the time. That's what I'm about. But I do want to talk about some specific things that I felt a way about in the video. So as I was watching the video, I think I watched about like 5 to 7 minutes of the video, and then I started to skip around. And as I skipped around, I realized that first and foremost, when I clicked on the video, I thought it was gonna be showcasing some stuff with NBA to Run, but it was only NBA Street Volume 2 gameplay. Now I saw that the title of the video had something to do with NBA Street and the cover was NBA Street, but I didn't think that since we were talking about NBA to Run that it was only gonna be NBA Street. I thought it was gonna be some gameplay or something that was correlating to NBA to Run, but the whole video was just NBA Street with this individual talking in the background. Not an issue. I just thought that was kind of funny. Along with the fact that it was all NBA Street, there was conversation about NBA Live and 2K. And those are like sim style basketball games. And I kind of talked about this in previous videos, so I'm not going to talk about that too much, but like, I just feel like the comparison aspect to these arcade games, they don't really correlate. They're just two different games. You know what I'm saying? They have their similarities, obviously, basketball, the NBA, all the different stuff. I get that. But those games aren't even played the same way. They're two completely separate style of games. And so I just don't understand that conversation. And then the final thing was there was so much talk about how NBA to Run doesn't really carry characteristics in terms of like its animation style, different things within the game, like how the game is progressed, there being a lack of campaign or a lack of offline, all these different things, right? In comparison to a game like NBA Street Volume 2 that came out in 2003. This is 2026. We're not gonna get what was going on in 2003 in 2026. That's just not what's gonna happen. There may be things that are similar. There may be things that are, even contrasting, but we're not going to get something that is completely from a different era in the year 2026. And the reason why that is, and we have to ask the question, why is that not possible? And the reason why that's not really possible is because we know that just as much as history repeats itself, we know that history is never exactly the same. There's never the exact same thing that's happening in the current day that was happening in history. There may be similarities, but there is not the exact same thing happening. So I said that to say, although we didn't have microtransactions, we were getting games that were quote unquote fully produced and all that different stuff from these companies and developers. In 2026, there's a reason why we're getting games the way that we're getting them, and a reason why we have microtransactions and different things that are in place. We don't have to talk about that because I feel like to an extent we all kind of understand why that is. But one of the things that we're not pointing the finger at is how different the market is from years ago. In 2003, the market didn't have to worry about having downloadable content or anything like that because most games were offline. You went and you bought a game from GameStop, or you bought a game from Best Buy, or wherever you bought the game from, Walmart even, and having the game on hand is what you got. If they didn't come out with the second iteration or a trilogy, that's all you got. That was the base game. Now we're not really in that era. We don't really see a whole lot of games trying to follow up with the sequel or follow up with the trilogy. You see games come out with maybe one title and they update it over time. Like prime example, that's the reason why it's taking GTA 6 so long to come out, and Rockstar or Take-Two has even said it themselves that they are doing something that has never been done before. When GTA 5 Online came out, we had never had a game that was specifically pointing at the online aspect of that game. Obviously we had GTA 5, and then you can go online on GTA 5, but we all know that over time GTA 5 online became its own thing. I mean, it even has its own category on like streaming platforms, because it's just completely different from just regular Grand Theft Auto 5. And so when we look at NBA The Run, yes, the game came out and maybe it doesn't have as much content, but what we understand is this is a smaller development team, for one. Along with it being a smaller development team, we know that games are produced now with the intention or with the hopes that as the game comes out, they'll get feedback from the player base to know what it is that we want and what it is that we desire, and the company or the developers will try to deliver. I'm not saying that that is a good thing. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm saying that that is the truth, and that is the reality of the time period that we're in. And with knowing that, I think that since the game is only a week and now going in 2 days old, we got to give them a little bit of grace. We have to. Like, we really have to give Play-by-Play Studios some grace. We have to give NBA The Run some grace. And I'm not saying that we should wait forever to give our feedback, positive or negative, about the game, but we should be optimistic to think that if they've already made changes about things that we've talked about from playtest, made changes about things upon release of the game, they've already made changes, we can see a level of support. And we need to get to a place where it's like, all right, after about 14 days, that's 2 weeks. After about 30 days, that's a solid month. And there has been little to no content, or there hasn't been different things that have kind of proven that we are going to have a future with this game, i.e. maybe in like another year or so, people will be playing this game. We haven't seen things that are lining up to that point. Then we can go ahead and say like, all right, this game may not be what it is that we thought it was going to be. The game could potentially be on a decline versus a uprise. You know what I'm saying? And so I just feel like that we are counting the game out too soon. I understand if people have formed their opinions and said the game is not for them, and that's totally fine. Like, I'm not this person that's saying don't give any negative feedback about the game. I'm not saying that at all. Like, I really hope that most of you have watched this video to get to this point, to hear me say I am not looking, or I don't really think most people are looking for individuals and content creators and influencers to go on their platforms and say this game is great, it has no problems, it has no flaws or anything like that, because that just would be a fallacy. That would be a lie. It wouldn't be true. What is true is that this game is a week and a day or two old. We need to give it more time to actually find out if what we're asking for and what we want this game to be, that we desire to be, that we spend our money on, if it can even become that. We lived in an era where games just came out and it was exactly what it was that we wanted, even though developers back then kind of went based off of what they thought that we wanted without even really asking us what we wanted. They just kind of went based off of maybe some different game testers that they had come in and went off of their perspectives and what those individuals were saying that we wanted as a gaming community. But now in this current era of 2026, we know that these companies and these platforms or these developers, they need to hear us. Otherwise, their game won't be in existence. And I'll be honest, I'm really speaking for the individuals that are enjoying the game, that are seeing a future with the game. Can we not destroy it before it actually gets a chance? Especially when you know, and I'm just asking us just to think, when we know how games are being developed and how they're being released in this era, how the market is in this era. I'm not saying that it's a-okay and that everything is without a spot, blemish, or a wrinkle. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is we know how things are and we know how things go currently right now. And what we should be aiming more so towards is looking at what the game is doing well, what it can do better, what it's doing wrong, in hopes that those things will change. But we shouldn't say, oh, well, you know, it's not carrying these aspects like a game that came out in 2003 that was just so much better. And so this is the reason why we shouldn't play it, because that's a lot of what we're hearing. And us as content creators and influencers, I'm even throwing myself in there, we may not even feel like that we're really given that perspective. But you got to think about when you say certain things, how people are going to take it. You have influence, you have a platform, people are hearing you and deciding and making their opinions based off of what they're hearing you say. And it's not even intentional. That's just how our brains work. We hear about certain things, we think about it, and we say, man, they might be right. We're really not giving it a chance. I feel like that will be more validated with time. If we give it time, we can have an understanding. It's like, okay, hey, it's been about a solid month and they haven't delivered. They haven't given us anything that we've been asking for. They haven't confirmed anything or put a date on something that they're planning to do that we asked for. And then it's coming from people that haven't even played the game. Like, come on now, man. Like, I'm sorry, I just can't get with that. I really can't get with that. But I don't mean for this video to be long. I just wanted to come on here and kind of give my perspective about a video that I saw and just kind of talk about NBA The Run. I really want the game to be successful and I really want it to have a chance, especially because I've been out of the sports game scene kind of for a long time and I just haven't really cared to play sports games at all. I feel like if NFL Street was to kind of make a comeback, or there was to be another game similar to like how NBA The Run is, that was to come out by another studio, or maybe play-by-play studios would get their hand in, you know what I'm saying, in the mix. Even like an NFL Street style game or something like that, just a football arcade game, I would care about football again. You know what I'm saying? Just because these sim style games, just personally to me, they're kind of taking the fun out of it. I think it's great to see what these simulation games are and what they can be. And there's definitely an audience that's out there. So I'm not saying these games are bad. I'm not saying that I don't even care to play them or that I don't like them. What I'm saying is there should be something for all of the audiences. There should be something that's provided and something that's on the table for everybody in terms of what they like, what they desire, and what they want to play. And this is a chance that we got by Play Studios getting the NBA The Run to have an opportunity to play a game like NBA Street or NBA Jam that we always love to compare it to online with our friends. Like, we have that now. So let's give it a little bit of grace. Let's give it a little bit of time. Let's hope and pray that they deliver. And let's get our mindset in a place where we understand, like, hey, we can't live in nostalgia, y'all. We're not in 2003. We're not in 2010. We're not in the 2010s in general. It's 2026. Things are different. Games are different. Companies are different. We as a gaming community are different. It doesn't mean that we don't speak up. It doesn't mean that we don't voice our opinions. It means that we should think about what we have and what is being offered to us and make the best of what's being offered to us so that we can get better from that, opposed to being on another decline that we've seen with the gaming community over these last 5 to 6 years. So I love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you have not already subscribed to the channel, please hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any uploads, live streams, posts, anything like that. Y'all know YouTube got DMs now. It's getting crazy out here. So I don't want you to be out of the mix of anything. So make sure that you get locked in now. And once again, thank you for all the love and support in the videos. The channel has been doing amazing and I'm seeing the community coming together and I'm very excited for our future with the HOV, the home of the visionaries, man. So I love you guys. Get out there, create that new perspective and become the visionaries that you're destined to be. And I will catch y'all in the next video, man. It's your boy Jverse and I am up out of here. Peace and love, y'all.